Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are having an awesome day today. I traveled out of town the last few days, so I haven't got to put a video up, but I'll be back tomorrow. But I want to put a video up, kind of like a rebuttal video, or just explain something about a video I posted about a month ago. It was a trespassing video, and it was about the lady who got her, almost got her vehicle repossessed. I've been getting, like hundreds and hundreds of terrible comments on that. Anywhere from a piece of crap, I can't believe you called the Repo people, blah blah. I mean, just whatever you can imagine people saying, they've said it. So I want to do an update video on that, kind of like an untold truth about the trespasser. So I'll give you guys, hey, now if you're going to be a crybaby saying that I talk too much, like a lot of people are saying, it's a story. So yes, you talk a lot during a story, or I talk a lot during stories. So if you want to cry a little bit about it and you don't want to listen to a long story, which just isn't going to be very long, then you might as well just leave now, because it's going to be a story. I will show you guys a clip. If you're not familiar with that trespassing video, it's going crazy. It's got like 400,000 views over the last month. So I'm like, I gotta, with all the negative comments on there, I've got to do another one on it, trying to explain myself a little bit better, because I never expected that video to do as well as it did. So I might have rambled on a little bit and said things a few more times than I should. I don't know. Kind of like what I'm doing now, rambling on. I'm really good at rambling on. You can ask my Uncle Rico about that. But no, I get it from him. But anyways, so here's the story, guys. I'll show you a clip real fast. So just a little short clip of that other video. I'll show it right now. All right, guys, so you've seen it. The lady's walking away. I probably showed you guys her car, and then the Repo people showed up. I'll put a little iCard. If you have not seen the whole video, I'll put it right there. Like I said, it's got like 400,000 plus views on it, so a lot of people are watching it. It's got like 6,000 likes compared to like 1,500 dislikes. So more people like it than they do dislike it. But anyway, so the untold truth about this is, I did not call. I don't know if I didn't make myself very clear in my last video, in that video, but I did not call the Repo on this lady. This is what happened, and I probably said this in the video. I haven't watched a video since I posted it, so I don't know. But anyways, this is what happened. So that morning I work on private land, on people's property. And it's kind of like an unwritten rule. If you're out in the middle of nowhere, because a lot of these people, these landowners have like 1,000 acres, 2,000 acres, 15,000 acres where we work at. Our lines go through there. So it's kind of like an unwritten rule. If you come across like something suspicious or something that's out of place, kind of like we did that car, a lot more times than none, we will try to get a hold of the landowner and say, hey, this is what we found on your property. We didn't know if you're aware of it. And sometimes if you can't get a hold of them, then you'll contact the local police, because there's been a lot of instances where we've contacted, not me personally, but other people that I work with have come across stolen trailers, stolen vehicles, like we thought that could have been, or whatever. Just a lot of stolen property, stolen boats, travel trailers, even semis. I have came across a stolen trailer before, but all the other stuff is just some examples that some of my friends have came across. So it's kind of an unwritten rule, when you do come across this stuff, out of courtesy of people whose property might have been stolen, call it in. It's better safe than sorry. So the truth about that car that we found, I came across it early in the morning, and I was like, man, it was just completely out of place. It was on private property. I have permission to be there. Every place we go, we have permission to go. And it had very clear signs of no trespassing, keep out, and all this stuff. So I mean, it's very clear. And even the lady told me that she knew she wasn't supposed to be on there and all that stuff. But I did not talk to the lady until after the fact. So we found the vehicle that morning, and I was like, man, this is just really suspicious, really suspicious. And we kicked around calling the local police office, because it could have been stolen, or someone could have been dead, and you never know. I did get out and kind of look at it. There was no one laying in the vehicle, but we had already called it in by that time. So that morning went by. We worked all day. We worked 12 hours. Came back to get our equipment over there, because where we were keeping our equipment, and the vehicle's still there. So my partner I work with was like, man, he goes, I kind of want to call in. And I was like, yeah, I did too this morning. I said, still here. It's been 12 hours. Something's up with it. This isn't normal. It's one of them unwritten rules that we like to follow. Like, it could be stolen, whatever. It could be someone else's property. It honestly never crossed my mind that this lady or anyone was hiding it from the repo people. It never crossed my mind. Maybe it should have, but it didn't. So he calls the local police department and reports it. We give them the license plate number and all this stuff, and they ran it and said, well, it's not stolen. And at that point we were like, all right, we're done. We report it. She said it doesn't come back stolen, but she said it doesn't mean it's not stolen. We're going to go ahead and send out a patrolman to investigate it. So they got my friend's phone number, my coworker's phone number, and so it's been a few minutes past, and we're actually about to leave. Well, they call us back and say, hey, this is actually out of our jurisdiction. The sheriff's department's going to call you. And he's like, oh, okay. So they're going to call us so we could tell them the address and all that stuff. I guess that police department didn't want to pass it on. Like a lot of sheriff's departments, they try to pass it to the next guy, and that's what they did. So the sheriff's department calls, and this time we're kind of wanting to get out of there, but then we're like, this is kind of crazy. And a lot of people were saying, why would you record that? Well, you guys, if you haven't known by now, I'm a YouTuber, and I always have my phone on me or a camera, so I record things. Why would I not record something like this going down? That would be dumb for a YouTuber not to record a situation like that was going down. So the sheriff's department calls and says, hey, we're sending someone out there to take a look at it, make sure everything pans out, everything's right. So we're like, all right, cool. They go, can you stick around to show us exactly where it's at? And we said, yeah, we could do that. So we stuck around. Well, in the meantime, like, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes pass, we get a phone call from the sheriff's department. And they say, hey, we're not sending someone out. This actually has like a lien on it from the car dealership or whatnot. And we actually gave your number to them, and they're going to call you because they're going to send someone out to pick up the car because there hasn't been a payment paid on it in months. And they're going to call you. We're like, crap, now the repo's involved. So you guys see how it kind of just went from there. I didn't call the repo. My friend didn't call the repo. We just call it to report it stolen or something. You know, whatever. You guys are with me on that. So then it escalated to the repo. Then the repo guy was like, hey, just wait for us. If you don't mind waiting for us, just to point us where it's at. That'd be awesome. And at that point, we're like, oh, you know, I mean, whatever. We're already sitting there. They're on their way. Okay. Well, so then the repo people called back because they couldn't find the road we were on. So while my partner's on the road, I'm down there filming just the situation, you know, just to make a video for you guys. You guys know I like the trespassing stuff and like telling stories. Like you can tell, I've been rambling on for like 7 minutes now. Let's get this to 10 minutes. You want to? But no, I've been rambling on. So anyways, I went down there and I videoed it. What you guys seen? If you watched that video, you've seen that. So I video it. And well, at that time, I'm walking back and I see that lady talking to my coworker, and she goes walking towards me. So out of respect for her, you might say, like, I didn't want to put her on camera. I mean, at this point, we knew she was having issues or whatnot. She comes down, talks to me, and tells me she knows she ain't supposed to be there. And guys, I've been around addicts my whole life. Been around drunks and addicts my whole life. So I know. I spot one like that instantly. Within like 10 seconds, I could tell if someone's drunk, high, or whatever, you know, either or. So whenever she walked up to me, I knew she was high. She was probably on meth, because that's what people in Oklahoma, most people in Oklahoma do are high on meth. And she was rambling on and saying she was hiding it from her boyfriend, not knowing that we knew the real situation. So at that point, I'm like, man, I just want to get out of here. I was like, yeah. I said, good luck. I said, good luck to you. And she's like, thank you. And she leaves. So she goes, gets her vehicle, and you guys seen the car driving off. I might show another clip right here of her driving off. So I get back in the vehicle, and I was like, let's get out of here, you know. She's got her vehicle, it's not stolen or nothing. We already knew that. But I said, let's get out of here. And he's actually on the phone with the repo people, and they're like saying, hey, stop her from leaving. And he's like, hey, they want you to stop her from leaving. I'm like, absolutely not. I'm not getting any more involved than we already are. I didn't even want this to happen. Like, if I knew it was hidden from the repo people, honestly, guys, I wouldn't have called it in. But it was sitting there for 12 hours. So, you know, it is what it is. I have no regrets. I would I would call it. If the same situation happened tomorrow with the trailer or another truck or vehicle, I would call it in. That's just what I feel like is the right thing to do. So when the repo people came, and they tried to get us to stop, I was like, we're not getting involved. And it's a good thing we didn't get involved, because we could be held, like a lot of you said, responsible for actually kidnapping and all this stuff. And I'm like, and I'm smart enough to know that you don't get involved in a situation like that. Not only can you get in a legal situation, the lady could have a gun, a knife, someone could come out of the trailer up there. I mean, all types of things can happen, and I wasn't getting any more involved than what it was. So yeah, that's the, I guess you might say the untold truth is, or you might say the untold truth is that when it comes down to it, people, because a lot of you are getting mad at me, thinking that I called the repo people. You know, even if I did call the repo people, yes, I've come across hard times in my own life, guys, and everyone does. And I'm not saying it's right that you go around calling repo people on people, but the bottom line is, untold truth is, she hasn't paid her bills in a long time. Could she been in some situation where she wasn't able to? Absolutely, and I understand 100%. But that still doesn't make me out to be the bad guy. She's the one that wasn't paying her bills. And now if I quit paying my bills and the repo people come, kind of got it coming, right? I mean, yeah, you guys could agree on that. So it wasn't, I mean, I don't understand why there ain't more people saying, well, I mean, that's what happens when you don't pay your bills. You get your vehicle repossessed or whatever. At that point, when you stop paying your bills, when you have a loan with the bank, you borrow money from a bank or car dealership, and you stop making payment to that, and you keep the product. If I'm paying on this and I keep this from them, that's stealing. That's absolutely stealing. So a lot of you guys are just justifying stealing because the lady might have been in some hard times, which I no doubt she probably was. She wasn't paying her bills, but at the same time, she was high. There's no doubt, 100% she was high, probably on meth. So you got money for drugs, might make money for your bills first. That's all I can say about that. So the untold truth that I really didn't get into on that other video is the lady was stealing the vehicle. It comes down to it, she was stealing it. And a lot of you guys are justifying that, and it just blows my mind how a lot of viewers that viewed that video are just so negative towards me, like I'm the devil or something. It's crazy. It got so bad, guys, where I actually had to stop the comments, where I made the comments where they weren't all public, where they actually go to me to review first, because they were getting that bad. That's the only video I've ever done that on. I don't plan on doing any other videos. I mean, that's how much hateful comments, I mean bad stuff that I don't even want to tell you guys about. But yeah, that's one of the reasons why, if you guys left a comment on there, even if it's a nice comment, it goes straight to the reviews. And I haven't even looked at the reviews in about a week or so. Last time I checked, there was like 600 my mind's blank now, 600 comments on that I need to go through. And a week before last, when I did look at them, I mean, there was like 70% were like just terrible comments. So, but okay, guys, that's the untold truth. I think I've rambled on far enough, or long enough for you guys. But yeah, check out that video. I mean, a lot of people are watching it. It's really popular on YouTube right now, these trespassing videos. But yeah, so hey, if anyone's ever going across my my property and they find an abandoned vehicle, by all means, call the cops. I don't care. I ain't got nothing to hide. Call the cops, report it, whatever you want to do. I'm not gonna get mad at you guys, but I hope you guys like this little story of a rebuttal to that, or untold truth about that video. The untold truth is that she was stealing that vehicle at that point. It's not my fault. Sorry, guys. If you don't agree, sorry. Move along. Have a nice day, guys. If you're not subscribed, you feel like subscribing, click that little subscribe button right. Where's it at? Oh, right there. Hit that little subscribe button and smash that like button if you like story time with Dutch. I was just talking to my buddy Daniel from Orange Family Homestead. He said, you need to make one day a week. You need to have a story time with Dutch. So here you go. Here's a story time with Dutch. You could thank Daniel from Orange Family Homestead for that. Thanks for watching, guys. Catch you on the next video.